Hello, my name is YASMINE AZAIEZ and here I am in Tunisia in the beautiful Saint-Cyprien Basilique. I just played here yesterday where I presented my concept, Le Grand Show YASMINE AZAIEZ, which went absolutely wonderfully. So the way I came up with this concept was rather interesting. It all started about 10 months ago when I moved back to Tunisia after studying at the New England Conservatory of Music in Boston. And 10 months ago I decided, okay, what can I do to help my country and to help the youth of Tunisia, especially the musicians, basically. And then I've been evolving with my musicians since then, teaching them lots of things about technique, basically showing them the methods that I learned in New England Conservatory and in the Yehudi Menuhin School. So I was brought up to be a classical musician. As I just said, I was at the Yehudi Menuhin School, and then when I went to the New England Conservatory of Music and I discovered all these other sonorities, all these other sounds and styles of music I could learn, I changed department and went into the contemporary improvisation department. And so that's primarily what I do. I compose, rearrange, and improvise. When we received the notification that we had gotten the Festival de Carthage around maybe March or February, that's when we started coming up with this really big concept of how can we do something extremely original, something that the country has never seen, basically, done by a Tunisian artist. And so what we decided to do was not only make a concept that is musical, that's all about the sonorities and everything, but something that is visually entertaining as well, which is to integrate mapping. You know, basically put a huge installation of basically YA and the lighting upon it completely synchronized with my bow, actually, while I was playing and improvising. So just to make the concept a little bit more clear, apart from having this amazing visual art that was behind us, and putting my students on stage with me as a sort of ensemble as I'd rearranged my music from my album that just came out called Fusion, I decided to integrate the second part with my musicians, with whom I've toured kind of the world with, playing my music from my new album, and also adding in a few new songs that I had created not that long ago, which included me singing. The way I recomposed my music for my students was I was thinking of them like as a big band. Like how can that pow come back in, you know, that's the violins that are playing, but actually it should be, if it was a big band, trumpets, for example, or like the little whispers of like coming in. That's maybe like I was influenced very much by Duke Ellington and what he did in his big band arranging. So putting that with jazz piano, with bass, contrebass really, that's playing like someone would in an orchestra, with my improvising as I'm playing with the electric violin, using pedals to manipulate the sounds, to really combine all of these aspects into what I think is a new wall of sound, instead of hearing each instrument individually as you would in maybe a jazz quartet or something. So that's really where my vision lies for my YASMINE AZAIEZ project. What I would like to do now, after creating this show, as you'd like to call it, is kind of show it all over the world, because this really was a lot of work that we put in to make something that's truly unique, especially in my country where not a lot of people have taken those risks to do different kinds of things. And I really believe that internationally it would be appreciated, because there are so many different aspects to it that could be pleasing to many members of an audience.